Hello, it's Sunday, July 19th, and we're here in the garden. It's been quite a while since the last update. We were away for 2 weeks at the end of June. We were in Tanzania with my brother John and his girlfriend Megan on safari. Since then, the garden's grown quite a lot. Last time I measured that sunflower, it was 11 feet, and it's just a volunteer from either sunflowers we planted there on purpose last year or from the sunflower hearts we put in the bird feeders. Rhubarb's looking good, hibiscus looking good, all the lilies. The bergamot got a little out of control. We had some weather last night, so we're gonna have to stake this all up. Oops. Oh well. I don't know, this time of year the bergamot, it's so top heavy it does tend to flop over. So the garden grew great. I'll come back and talk about peanuts in a second here. The plants I'm growing along the fence are doing well. They were off to a slow start. This one's a watermelon, and there's some other melons there and some pumpkin type stuff over here. I tried to put the label fell off, so who knows what that is. Oh, and the label fell off over here. Great, so that'll be a mystery that we'll solve later. In the middle is the grape that I'm pretty sure I said was dead in an earlier video. It is not dead. And look, there's actual, honest to goodness grapes here. They're not, they're absolutely not ready to eat yet. They're rock hard. But yeah, that vine is certainly not dead. It's doing great. In the rest of the garden, this is the first year I put sunflowers in with the vegetables, which isn't that a treat? I should have been doing that all along. It's really fun. There's the peppers are, oh sorry, try to do this without the shade. The peppers are loving the heat. Can't remember what that one is. These are the fan favorite of shishitos. And over here, oh great, these are the pimentos. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so peppers are doing well. They always start slow, and it always makes me nervous, and I'm trying to get better about relaxing and just letting it happen. First year I've tried to grow onions. I think that looks like a dang onion to me. I don't know how you tell when they're done, but I know there's a curing process when they are done. So I think some of these are ready to pull. Our sugar snap peas are pretty much done. They kind of can't hang in the heat, which is fine. And then these are wax beans. These are actually bush beans, so they don't need the trellis at all. They're doing well. Strawberries, not doing tremendously. There was a big volunteer squash in here that I pulled out and fed to the chickens because he was sucking up too many nutrients from the strawberries. And with volunteer squashes or anything in the cucurbit family, it'll all hybridize with each other, and what you get is probably not edible, so pass. These are the carrots, which Declan has been enjoying coming out here and pulling carrots, and the rule is you can pull as many as you want, you do just have to eat them. And I guess I solved part of this mystery. This is jilby little pumpkins on this vine. Alright, so that's good. Solved one mystery. The blueberries are doing well. This is a volunteer balsam that's totally crowding out the blueberries, so I'll have to solve that. And this is that Jan Bush cherry that we thought was ornamental only, but these look like cherries. Last time I tried it, it was a little too sour. Try this. That's still pretty sour, but that would work. That would work in a pie, I think. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's definitely good. Okay, great. honeyberries, where it's going to be a while before we get any berries from those. The irrigation system worked well in our absence. I pretty much wanted to set that up so that our dog and chicken sitters didn't have one more obnoxious task to do of watering the garden. Oh, I should show some tomatoes. Not many red ones yet, but there are tons of tomatoes here. The first ones are just starting to make a blush, so it's an exciting time, and I just can't wait to actually have a tomato and eat it like an apple or on a sandwich. Oh, here's another one that's I think this is a Cherokee purple, so that one might be done. Where's the tag? Nope, it's a mortgage lifter. Don't listen to me, you'll go far in life. I still might call that one done. So, we might have tomatoes to deal with. In the greenhouse, lemongrass is doing pretty good. Dragon fruit is doing exceptional. I took a photo of this before we left on our trip, and it was pathetic, and now it's doing great. This is the orange that was on death's door and moved it out here, and it loves the light and the heat, so it dropped all the leaves that were on it and put off all of this new growth, which is wonderful. And here's a banana, again, really likes the heat. Oh, in full woman in the woods mode, I gave our oregano a big haircut, and I'm drying the herbs in here, and I'll put that'll actually get pulled off the vines and go into the chicken coop. All right, so this is a mess. Let's clean this up. All weeded. Yeah, I think it took so long for me to record the next video because I knew the peanuts were not a smashing success. There's 16 peanut plants that made it. Everything up front here is volunteer potatoes from some potatoes that I must not have harvested last year, so I think we'll get another round of those. But for the peanuts, I think probably why they failed both times we tried it is Pennsylvania is not Georgia or Tennessee. Yeah, there's probably a reason why no one really grows them up here. So there's kind of two options, because all this irrigation system isn't needed to water those 16. I can change the whole irrigation manifold to just water what we need, or plant some stuff in the dead spaces, which I think is what we're going to do. That will likely be bush beans and summer squash and maybe some winter crops, kale or broccoli or something. So yeah, peanuts, not a smashing success, but hopefully with the 15 or 16 plants that we do have, we'll have a peanut or two to show for it at the end. All right, bye.